Good morning. How are you? Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm your host. They call me Uncle Bruce, just right here. So that's if it says so here, that's official. I welcome all of you. Uncle Bruce with his hair, just what's left of his hair, just kind of going wild. Welcome everybody to the show. Hope you're having a good day. It's Wednesday, May the 1st. The first 4 months of the year are gone. We're a third of the way through 2024. Are you kidding me? I'm still not ready. I'm not ready for Christmas 2022. I don't know what the hell happened. It's unbelievable how fast time is going by. I remember when I was a kid, it took forever for a year to take place. Now it's like a week and a month is gone. It's insanity. I welcome you all to this program. We're trying to figure out here what happens in the markets, and then I try to explain it to you in like a plain English format so that we can all understand what the hell everyone's talking about. We also do a lot of talking here and a lot of discussing about writing options on your stocks or learning how to write options, how to write poor man covered calls, for example, or credit spreads and all kinds of fancy talk about options. We do it all again in a plain English format, and I have to say straight up, right off the hop here, last night at midnight, um, the deadline came and went for the sale that we've been running here, 5 lessons for the price of 4. And a number of you yesterday sent me emails saying, I can't figure out how to send you money, or can you tell me again how to do this? And we got back to you, and we figured it out, and it worked out. A number of folks came through and picked up classes, and I thank you all for that. Congratulations to a number of you who have never taken a class before. You've never you're new to this channel, like 2-3 months, maybe 2-3 weeks, and a number of you have figured out, yeah, listening to the members of this channel, the folks where their names are in green, you figured out pretty quick that taking classes is not a bad idea. And you stepped up and said, yeah, send me 5. I'm in. And a number of brand new names showed up in the last few weeks that I've never seen before in the class section, saying, I want to buy 5 classes. I want to buy 5 classes. A ton of you are buying 1 to 5. Starting right at number 1, you're taking my advice. You're taking the advice from Alberto. You're taking the advice from Credit Savage, from anyone else you ask. You ask on on the air here. You ask people in the Discord channel. If you become a Bull Bagel member, send me an email. I'll send you the link so you can become a Discorder. They're all being told, start with class number 1. Each class adds more knowledge to the last class. And just get right up there. There's 17 of them available. And option writing isn't a 1 or 2 class thing. You can't learn and perfect the art of option writing, making money in the options market by being a writer with 1 or 2 lessons. There's no such thing as that. I'm not accusing any other influencer of any of that kind of nonsense. That, I'm not going to say to you that, oh, this influencer, that influencer, that influencer, that all are giving you the wrong impression that you can learn all about option writing in just a couple of, or how to trade options, or to do day trading, or to do any financial advice that advisors give you. There's no such thing as figuring it out in 1 hour. If any of you get that impression, you're the problem. you're the one who is not paying attention to the big picture, and that is, you want to be good at anything, you're going to work at it. And you're good at shooting hoops on a basketball court, you have missed millions of shots and have made millions of shots. And every time you take a shot, a three-pointer, a layup, you're going to get better at it. And the more you practice, the better you get. If you're a golfer, you know what I'm talking about. You have swung at golf balls again and again and again, and you've hit slices and hooks, and you've missed the ball entirely. And then you've hit some sweet shots. And the more you practice playing golf and the more you play golf itself, the better a golfer you just become. You know that deep down inside. Is there a reason why Tiger Woods hits hundreds of golf balls, thousands a week? Yeah. And any other professional golfer. I mean, the up and comers, of course. It doesn't matter what you want to get into. You want to become a brain surgeon, you better study, and then you have to practice. If you're going to become a real estate agent of any significance, you're going to study every chance you get, everything you can about real estate. You're going to hang around the best people in real estate who are the most successful and absorb their habits. You're going to become an option writer and make money in this market from writing options. You're going to hang around with option writers. That would be your smartest move you could possibly make, is find people like you want to become. You're going to see they're right here. Some of them are right here, right now. Their names are in green. They have an avatar, and they're members of this channel. This channel is dominated by option writers, credit spread creators, cash secured put writers, and every kind of player in between. We have some extremely conservative people here. We have some very aggressive people here, and everywhere in between. We have 20 somethings, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80 somethings on this channel who watch this old man himself. I'm 68, who write options. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you've got $5,000 or more, you could be an option writer. You got less than $5,000 and you're looking to make $100,000 a year on it, you're on the wrong channel. But if you do have 5 or 10 or 15 grand, you can build it and build it and build it. And you'll get to the point in not too long a time frame, if you are really applying yourself, you could theoretically become self-employed, living off of your revenues from option writing while still adding to your option account. If you're in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, you're concerned about cash flow, you're concerned about debts, you're concerned about maybe your retirement. The older you get, the more concerned you get about the afterlife. After working, what's my life going to be like? This channel is for you. If you are looking to write options, want to become an option writer, you may be just doing this only to pad your retirement account, 401k, USA, IRAs, Canada, RRSPs, and other accounts around the world. Again, it is wide open. Whatever it is you're looking for from income and wealth, acquiring wealth, you're at the right place at the right time if you are interested and think you might be able to have an interest in writing options. If you've never done it before, you have no idea how options are written, you don't know what they really are and whatever, my advice to you is hang around this channel as a lurker. Just watch and listen and read these comments. Try to absorb this information as best you can. Like I said, I try to give it to you in plain English as best I can, as much as I can. You will pick up certain terms and certain phrases, which you can check up on Google to see what does this mean? What does that mean? You'll quickly start figuring stuff out. You'll start doing research yourself if you're motivated. And ultimately, you may decide, you know what? I'm going to start buying this guy's classes because if I take just 4 or 5 of his classes, like others here did at the beginning, they started writing options like after class number 2, class number 3. They're starting to write options already. In effect, the lessons are paying for themselves. You earn while you learn. And by the time you get to lesson 12 and 13 and 14, you're realizing, oh, I can do cash secured puts. I know what that is. I know how to do poor man covered calls. I'm understanding what rollovers are. Oh my God, rollovers. I had no idea you could do that. I did not know you could bail out of a bad option position with a rollover strategy. I didn't even know the word rollover. My God, am I learning here? The more you stick around here and the more you pick up what everyone's doing, the faster you're going to absorb info, the more you're going to want it quicker. And you're going to find that you can't wait for Monday morning on Sundays. You just can't wait for Mondays because you can start trading again. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the channel. from wherever you are around the world. Thank you, those of you who are making thumbs ups for this channel, hitting the thumbs up button. It is much appreciated. Thank you for joining this channel as a member. Those of you who have joined this channel as members, who have become gold bagel level members, a special thank you to you. You're keeping this channel on the air, no question about it. YouTube loves my gold bagel members. They love my regular members. They love subscribers. They love anyone who's viewing my channel, but they really, really like gold bagel members, because gold bagel members are paying $25 a month towards this channel each. YouTube gets 30%. They get $7.50 a month from every gold bagel member. And YouTube sits back and goes, we can't believe how many this guy has. We can't believe how many gold bagel members he has compared to his viewing numbers. It's stunning. He has more gold bagel members than regular members. The regular members are only paying him $10 a month. The gold bagel members are paying him 2.5 times as much. What is he doing for them that makes it worth their while? And there are two things minimum. Number one, every morning at 8 o'clock, I'm live till 8:30 for Gold Bagel members only, the Trade Alert Show. And Wednesday nights, which means tonight, at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, I'm on the air live just for Gold Bagel members. The primetime live show with Uncle Bruce, Gold Bagel members only tonight. And I welcome any and all of you who are joining this channel to come on in. If you're becoming a member of this channel like Gregory, you are welcome here. Love the fact that you've joined us. Welcome to the party, pal. Love it. If those of you out there who've been a member for a while, or you've not yet become a member and you're thinking of becoming a member, I thank you all for joining us. And if you upgrade your membership to the Gold Bagel level, you can certainly join us every Wednesday night for a primetime live show where the markets are closed and you can ask me anything you want about your option writing, option ideas that you might have, or questions, something you don't quite get. There'll be a lot of kibitzing back and forth with the members who are here every Monday night. It'll be great to see you. So thank you all so much for joining this channel. Thank you again for taking advantage of the 5-for-4 class deal that just ended last night. Stand by for an announcement in the not too distant future. Class number 18. We're going to bring out class 18, and to stand by for the details of that in the not too distant future. And we'll let you know when bookings are available for your slot to get into the class. We'll let you know when that's ready. There is a brief recap. Welcome all to the show. We're down 35 on the Dow. Absolute nothing burger. We're actually improving on the Dow in the last 20, 30 minutes, really. The S&P down 11, NASDAQ down 66. Have you seen the price of oil? $80.84. Oil under pressure again, down $1.05 this morning at the moment. The Middle East thing seems to be sort of simmering a bit. There might be a 6-week ceasefire in Israel, something. Oil is easing up. We'll see what happens with that. A couple of things to fill you in on. First of all, I was just reading that that Viking Cruise Lines, so the 6-star cruise company, they have river ships, they have ocean ships, and they have Mississippi river ships. They also have Arctic, Antarctic explorer type ships. That's a cruise line that's growing dramatically, quickly. They're going public. They're going public for the very first time. They've upped their IPO. They've upped the number of shares they're offering, and they're coming out at the high end of their IPO pricing, $24 a share. $1.2 billion offering, something like that, $1.3 billion offering. But only 270 some odd million is going into the company treasury. Most of the money is going to insiders who are bailing out. Now, that's the wrong word. They're cashing out. That's the right word. One of those sellers is the Government of Canada Pension Plan. They're offering about a third of their stock that they now own in the IPO at $24 a share. So the citizens of Canada, congratulations. Every single Canadian is going to be richer in a couple of days because his IPO is going to close, and the shares that the Government of Canada is selling, the pension plan at 24 will go right back into the pension plan to be managed and reinvested elsewhere. And that means there'll be more dollars to be handed out to pensioners in Canada from this deal. Oh, and of course, the IPO will be oversubscribed. The stock is likely to open at a higher price than 24 when it starts trading. And of course, the government of Canada, through the pension plan, still owns a ton of paper, 16% of the company. And if it trades at 40, 45 a share, that stock is double the value of this stock. And so, citizens of Canada, your retirement is safe. You'll be able to live off of this forever. This IPO is a signal. It's a sign. It's a hint for any of you out there wondering. By the way, Gregory, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. This is a hint to those of you who are skeptical about the markets. When a cruise line can up the number of shares they're offering to the public and up the price of the stock they're offering to the public at the same time, you got a market that's about to take off. You've got a market which has got cash dying to get in. That's what's going on here. Viking, as good as they are, cannot double their gross revenue in 1 year. They can't double their gross revenue in 3 years. Impossible. There are only so many ships out there, 92 of them that they've got. They can't add 92 ships in 2 years to their fleet. Can't be done. To build a brand new ocean liner capable of holding 945 passengers, which is what Viking does, it takes 2 years to build each one after a year of design. So you're talking a 3-year turnaround for every ship that you want to add to your fleet. And if you're trying to go from 92 ships to 93 to 94 to 95, you're talking about one ship every 2 years coming in the fleet year after year, 5 every decade, 6 every decade. That's maximum build out. And that's assuming the cruise business is just going to grow. There are ups and downs in the cruise business. The higher oil prices go, cruisers get charged more money, and then the volume drops off. The higher costs are, and so on and so forth. Cruise lines have all kinds of challenges to make money. The reality here for Viking shareholders is what they're looking for is a company that is a steady company, a company that doesn't have these kinds of numbers, but steady growth over years. And that in 5 years, the gross revenue might be 40% higher, 45% higher, 50% higher than it is now. Part of it will be inflationary. Part of it will be the cruise line being able to raise prices a little bit. Overall, they're just trying to grow themselves to a larger level, eventually offer a dividend payout. But that's all this stock has got to offer, people. That's all it can offer. And let's cut to the quick. They're only offering $1.2 billion in stock. Okay. Yesterday, during the day, our friends at Sofi traded 78 million shares, just under $7 a piece. That's $500 million of stock that turned over yesterday. It was 140 million the day before that. That was about $1 billion in stock. So $1.5 billion in paper has turned over in Sofi the last 2 days. That's more dollars than the entire IPO of Viking. So Sofi is significant in the public market compared to Viking coming into the public market. Viking will not trade $500 million of stock every day after about a week from listing. After it's listed and it tops out, backs up, comes up, and steadies itself out, 100, 200 million shares of dollars of stock a day will likely go through the system. Not $1 billion or $2 billion or $3 billion a day. It's not big enough for that. The upside of Viking is limited, but there is an upside there. Steady long-term growth. Sofi, on the other hand, growing at 44% in the number of customers every year, adding up, signing up to become clients, has much higher upside than Viking does on ability to grow its income, ability to grow its net income, ability to add depositors, and clientele. This outfit is a fast-growing corporation. You only have to look at the last 5 years and see where the memberships were, how many members or clients that they had 5 years ago, how many they have now, what was their gross sales revenues 5 years ago, what is it now, and on all the metrics. You can look at metric after metric, and you'll notice that there's a company called Sofi Technologies growing at a very fast rate. Unfortunately, shareholders of Sofi are seeing their shares trade at $6.71 and are going, why doesn't the market price the stock like that? If the corporation is doing so well, why aren't the shares doing so well? And there's the dilemma of the markets. And we're seeing that in Meta, Facebook, record earnings, record revenues. Stock is down 60 odd bucks a share, 70 bucks a share in the last week and a half. My guess on all of this, temporary. Won't last long. Money has a way of finding out and sniffing out the deals. Money has a way of finding out and sniffing out momentum as well. And right now, the momentum on Viking is higher. The momentum on Moderna, on Nvidia had been higher in the last week. This morning with $8.50 a share, down 13 bucks, nothing burger. The momentum on Sofi has been lower, and money will go where the momentum is, whatever direction the market wants to go. Money is greedy and will make money on the way up or will make money on the way down. Now, Sofi Technology shorters are loving life because they have been able to find ways to put rumors out there, if they've been responsible for these rumors, to convince actually investors that Sofi is in some kind of trouble. There was a headline yesterday. I don't know if I can still see it here. I'll tell you I'll read it to you. Yeah. Was out here yesterday at about 11:02 Eastern Time. An article came out. The headline says, "Sofi stock is falling again. Wall Street is worried." That was a headline, not by an analyst, obviously, by a reporter, by an influencer, a blogger, someone made that comment, and that headline got picked up by a whole bunch of outfits that publish so-called financial news. When you read that, you go, Wall Street is worried. Who? What? How many? Everybody? Why? What? What are they worried about? The stock is cheap. It can't be that the stock's overpriced, really. You can't be saying that. Worried. Here's the funny thing about that headline. I read the article, and the worry was the company had bad loans, like every bank has bad loans, okay? Every credit card company has credit card customers that are behind in payments. Those are bad loans. Sometimes customers make a deal with banks and reorganize themselves and aren't bad loans anymore. Other times their loans are sold off to other institutions, and one institution will say, we're dropping off loans that aren't performing. We're going to sell them at a discount, get them off our books, and we're moving on because we're not here to chase deadbeats. We're here to attract new business. And as long as bad loans, percentage basis are very low, the company makes a lot of money. Like a credit card company. If they can bring in 2% interest per month on your balance and you pay it, you're their perfect customer. You're giving them 2% a month on what you owe them. They're borrowing money at 3%, wherever, 5%, to lend it to you at 24% a year. It's a great business. But every once in a while, credit card companies will run into someone who's run into hard luck, maxed out their credit cards and now can't afford to make those payments, and they've lost their jobs and all the heartaches. And so a percentage of these credit cards go delinquent. In the case of Sofi, their number was 5% or something. There was something like a 5% bad loan rate or something like that. What they did is they sold off 3 or 3.5% of that 5.5% number. They offloaded it. Very standard banking practice. Now they don't have 5% bad loans. They're down to 2% bad loans. And that's very good. That's a very, very good thing to do. Smart thing to do, the right thing to do. You cut your losses, you take the tax loss, and you move on. This these concerned people in Wall Street said, yeah, they sold off bad loans, and they're down to only 2% bad loan portfolio. We're worried, and I'm thinking, what are you worried about? Are you worried that they had 5% bad loans and now it's 2% and that's bad? Or the fact that they once had 5% and that's worrying to you because they're going to do it again? That the bank is going to keep lending money to a bunch of deadbeats and they're going to end up with a 5% bad loan rate? Is that what you're worried about? Are you worried that by offloading the loans and paying it off and now being at 2%, that's worrisome? I don't understand where the worry is. If you can't sell off bad loans, I would be worried. If no one wants to buy the bad loans, I understand. But you have to understand the bank will not write off bad loans until the very last moment. Because if you're a month or two behind in loans, in payments, they'll work with you to figure out a way to get you back up and running again. If you're 6 months behind and a year behind, there might be negotiations between you and maybe a lawyer. You're trying to sue the customer for their money, and it's in the courts. You're not writing off the loan right now. You're going after assets. You've seized their car, or you've seized another asset, and you, the bank, just needs the judge to rule in your favor that yes, you, the bank, can seize that car because they borrowed 20 grand on that car. They're behind in payments. The car is worth $20,000. The car goes to the bank. The bank offloads the car for 18 grand and writes off $2,000 in bad loans. Well, the loan was $30,000. The guy paid it down to 20, and the bank offloaded it for 18,000. They lost 2 grand out of their last 20, but they had already made interest on the 30,000 down to 20,000, and 10,000 came back in cash. Then they got the other 18 back. They only lost 2,000 out of 30,000, and they made interest on the money. They still made money on the bad loan. This is not being reflected in this headline. Wall Street is worried. What the hell are you worried about? The thinking here is that, SoFi only got $60 million for all the loans they offloaded. They must have lost $500 million. Must have? Really? How? No. They may have lost $8 million on $60 million of bad loans. They've already got back what they can get from the deadbeat customer. Even if the customer declared bankruptcy, they got a percentage of their dough back. And they issued a loan 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 2 years ago, where payments were made already, and then delinquency kicked in. And so what isn't factored in here is how much of the dough did they already get back plus interest before the loan got into trouble. Then they seized assets to take care of the balances of the loans. And now what is the actual loss rate on this money? No one is talking about it. It's just we're concerned. Wall Street is terribly concerned. So I look at this stock and say to myself, where would I rather be right now? Would I rather be the retail customer that is going to buy Viking cruise stock a week from now when it lists? Because I sure as hell can't buy it right now at $24 a share. I can't get any $24 Viking stock. There's no way. There's only $1.2 billion of stock being offered in the multi-trillion-dollar market. I mean, how many 1/100ths of a percentile of retail investors are being offered stock at $24 a share? And even if they can get it at $24 a share, how many are being offered 100 shares at $24 a share? I don't believe that there are a bunch of people out there each being able to buy 10,000 shares of Viking at 24, that they're going to dump it at 48 the minute it lists. I don't think so. I think it's a bunch of 100 share shareholders out there, a ton of them out there, and you're not one of them. That's $2,400 investment. I would look at SoFi at $6.70 right now and say, is this a better $2,400 move for me? Am I better off buying $2,400 of this company right now at $6.70 a share and compare notes to the Viking stock that's going to open at $45 a share? In other words, you're going to have to buy $2,400 of Viking at 40 bucks, $45 a share. Are you better off buying it at 45 there, or are you better off buying SoFi at 670? That's my question. I think I know that I do know the answer to that question. Um, we'll see what happens. Something else to let you in on very quickly. I mentioned this on the Gold Bagel Member Show. A recent bond offering had just gone through here in the last couple of days. And one of these analysts was asked by one of these experts, hey, what do you think about interest rates? We know the Federal Reserve, Mr. Powell, is going to talk today. You know, get ready to watch paint dry at 2:00 Eastern or something, whatever the hell it is. But forget what he says. The market itself, the actual bond market, the actual lending market, how healthy is it? If a company wanted to go out and borrow money right now, can they borrow cash? What about a country like Portugal, or a country like Albania, or a country like Luxembourg, or Malaysia? If they wanted to go out and borrow money right now, we're not talking about America, we're not talking about Britain, but we're talking about the secondary group of countries out there. They want to borrow money. Are there dollars available for them to borrow? And if so, what would it cost them? And one of these guys was coming out saying, well, the last time we saw a bond offering the other day, there were $8 available for every $1 that wanted to be borrowed. So the lender was coming to the bond market saying, we need this much money. And the bond market said, we have 8 times this much money available. How much do you want? 8-to-1 ratio for cash available versus needs. You know what that means? There's too much money sloshing around. The cost of money is going to drop. And if the perception comes into the markets that there's more money out there than the market needs, than the bond market needs, whether it's the U.S. Treasury, the Canadian Treasury, the German Treasury, the European Treasury, secondary countries, third world countries, more money available than they need to borrow, interest rates go lower, cost of borrowing goes lower. And that is good for inflation, first of all, but good for corporations to make money, because there's money in them there is to be had. And so for a company like SoFi, SoFi is offering 4.6% on savings accounts for investors, for depositors. Where else are you getting that kind of return on your money? I ask you. Many of you out there do not have another bank that you deal with, no matter what the name of your other bank is, that is offering you this kind of a deal. $2 million of insurance on a 4.6% yielding account. That's why is it that SoFi is attracting $3 billion of cash in the last quarter of added deposits to get to $21.5 billion? That's the reason why. And so the shares at 670 could well be a super bargain here. But the shorters are ruling the roost. They have been dominating the stock now for weeks and have been hammering it. And if they have shills, if they do have people that they pay to write negative articles with headlines like Wall Street is worried, it's working. It's working for them. The question is, 670 a share, is this kind of the bottom though? I mean, have they worked it to as low as it can really get? Because the company is growing at 44% a year on members, 16% on deposits. Their technical side, the technical division, is exploding with revenues and will continue to do so. How much lower was being baked into the stock by the shorters? How low do they think they can run it to, so they can buy back all of 180 whatever million shares that they've shorted? I'm wondering if maybe we're there. And so this is an IPO. This is a pre-IPO. This stock is priced at pre-IPO prices at $6.70. But that's just my opinion. You have yours. You'll figure it out. We'll go from there. There's the story. That's where I'm at right now on this. NVIDIA's at 850.75. It got down to 842 this morning. So we covered about $8. And I wouldn't be surprised if it rises from here. Pfizer's having a good morning. They came up with their earnings and beat estimates on the top line, bottom line, looking good. So Pfizer stock has been improving somewhat. Let me take a look at the watch list I have going on some of our faves here. I'm seeing Rocket Lab up a penny, Sofi down just 8 cents right now at 671. GameStop unchanged. Matterport down a couple of cents. 23andMe is up 3/4 of a penny to 51 cents. Spire down 24 cents to 10.19. SmartRent up a dime. We got Apple down 44 cents, Goldman down 263, Cisco's down 22, Tesla down 195, Arc Innovations down 44. Microsoft is up 315 at $392 a share. I'm surprised it is even under 400. But there's opportunities to put credit spreads here on Microsoft, certainly in the 340, 350, 360 range or less if you can get a good spread. No problem there. Here's Pfizer, down 2 cents yesterday at 25.62. It's now 26.24, up 61 cents on Pfizer. So that's looking okay. Might go higher yet. HPQ down 11 cents at 27.98. Alphabet, Google up $1.04. Lost 3.26 yesterday. Over on Amazon, complete turnaround from yesterday, down 5.96 yesterday, up 6.74 today, 181.74. Amazon came in with great numbers. I'm surprised Amazon isn't up $15 a share. We'll see if that keeps coming up. NVIDIA now 851.50, another dollar. Now we're 852. Just gained a couple more dollars here. NVIDIA now down just $12 instead of down $22 this morning. It did lose 13 yesterday, so to see it pop to 865, 875 today would not be shocking, but at the moment, 852. Unity down 20 cents, AI down 11, Adobe up $1 at 463.90. Netflix down 25 cents. IBM unchanged. The Meta Platforms down $1 at 429. Lost 246 yesterday, and I have a suspicion the sell-off might be over. We seem to be decelerating its losses. Its losses are less every day now, and I have a feeling that Meta might be beginning a bit of a bottom here and then move up, but I can't tell you the exact minute this will happen. It's down 110 this morning. Vanik Semiconductors down 210 a share. Home Depot down 146. Enphase down 64. Palantir down 5 cents. Uber down 18 cents. And Coinbase down 447. That is the story at the moment as I sit here watching this market. Welcome to the party, everybody. Great to have you with us. Thank you again for these thumbs ups. If you're able to find a thumbs up button, please nail it for me. And thank you again. Pfizer stock rises as outlook rises after earnings beat. Very good moves. The Biden administration is going to cancel $6.1 billion in student debt for borrowers who were scammed by a single school. A single school, $6.1 billion scamming students. I mean, how out of control is this? 317,000 borrowers are eligible for debt relief. Attended the art institutes. The Department of Education is canceling $6.1 billion of student loans for 317,000 borrowers. The relief impacts borrowers who attended any art institute campuses between January 1, 2004 and October 16, 2017. That's a 13-and-a-half-year scam. The art institutes, which shuttered its last campuses in 2023, was a for-profit college that has been dogged for years by allegations that it misled students about career prospects. Unbelievable. I can't believe how many people in the United States over the years were attending something called a for-profit college. And that is so against what I think colleges should be. It's shocking. It's just shocking. In Germany and France and Italy and others, unthinkable that there would be for-profit colleges, but there are many. 6 billion in abuses, in loan abuses. 6 billion. I mean, how many of the owners of that college and the top 10% of employees of that college, how many millions of dollars did they get personally over how many years? What did I say? 13 years? Unbelievable, isn't it? It's shocking. It's just so bad. It's so bad. Then, of course, do can I defend? Can I defend Harvard, Princeton? Can I defend any of the other Ivy League schools that charge their students what 50, 60, 70,000 a year? These kids are going into debt 50,000 a year for 5 years in a row, or 70,000 a year for 5 years in a row. Come out of school with a degree and 300 grand in student debt. I mean, America has it backwards. America spends billions of dollars incarcerating people for pretty harmless crimes in many cases, serious crimes in others, but many people are spending decades in jail for stupid crimes that shouldn't even be on the books, where the education system is led to rot, and people are coming out good, hardworking, honest, career-minded people are in the hole almost a house just to graduate school. That's ridiculous. I mean, it's just insane. By the way, 854 in NVIDIA, 854. We're only down about $10 now. We're climbing up quickly. The Dow down 64, S&P down 14, Nasdaq down 74. Crude oil 80.61 a barrel. All right. There you go. Welcome everybody to the family. Welcome everyone to the show. Nice to see you all this morning, and welcome everyone to the party. It's great to have you here. We're opening up in about 15 minutes. I thank you all for being here today, and those of you again who are joining me as just viewers, love to have you here as viewers. You're very welcome to be here. Hope you're getting something out of the program and learning from a number of the others here about how the markets work, how option writing can be done. Welcome. Those of you who've become members of the channel, thank you. We're going to go right now to member-only commentary, and I thank you, those of you who are here. If you want to become a family member, join our channel as a member, either at the Chilling with Uncle Bruce level or Gold Bagel level member. And don't forget, tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern, we're going live for Gold Bagel members tonight at 7 Eastern. I welcome you all. You're more than welcome to join me. Thank you again. On the thumbs up meter right now, we are, where are we at right now? The last I saw was quite a while ago. The thumbs up meter is now showing 116. Thank you, everybody. 334 of you were here, so about 200 of you could theoretically, if motivated, hit the thumbs up button for us and put us over 300 thumbs ups before we even start the markets. That would be kind of nice. I'd appreciate that. I doubt you'll do it though, but if you did, I'd appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Juan, I'm glad to be here. I'm back from Spain. Cindy B, I was your number 100 thumbs up. Thank you, everyone, helping out with the thumbs up meter. Great to have you in the house. I appreciate you. 673 on Sofi. We're climbing up here. We were down as low as, what was that price? The low price was something like $6.60 this morning. We were down like 18 or 20 cents in the pre-market a couple hours ago. Now we're down 5 cents on Sofi. And I just get the impression that you cannot keep whipping a dead horse. They've nailed it and nailed it and nailed it. There's nothing to sell. There's no reason to sell Sofi. In my humble opinion, there's every reason to buy it. There's no reason to sell it. But speculators are out there. Day traders are out there. And they need volatility. without volatility, they don't make money. And so you want to create it any way you can. You either create up volatility or down volatility. At the moment, we're at 871, 870, or 671, 673. That's the story. That's where we're at right now. Alberto Juan, how was Spain? My next trip is prospectively to Spain. And the Big M is here saying, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Juan, you have to go. It's just beautiful. Madrid, Seville, Cordoba. You and the family will love it. Right on, Juan. Thank you. I've been to Spain a couple spots with little Auntie Jen Jr. We did a daddy-daughter cruise back in 2008, and it was beautiful, just fantastic. We saw a little bit of Portugal. We saw Spain. We also visited Italy and France on a Mediterranean cruise. Fantastic, absolutely fabulous. And I look forward to doing one of those with Auntie Jen, hopefully in the next year or so, perhaps. Beach Boy, number 101, number 102, a.k.a. Larry, love the bells work. They sound so much better since you took over. Respect. Thank you to Beach Boy to be here. Thank you, all of you who are here today from around the world. Cindy B, Adobe and AMD take a plunge so close to my put spread expirations. Drats, well, we'll watch and see how they work. Alberta, my daughter is mandating in 2 years for the solar eclipse. We are making plans soon. Thanks for the info. Juan, the tapas and vermouth, let alone the wine. Savage of Wall Street. Good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. Ready for Rugman to take stage today. That is Mr. Powell later today. My 2 cents, have a plan. There you go. That's a good answer. What is your plan? What's your whole plan? Have a plan. I definitely have a plan. Thank you all for having a plan. Too much fun, kids. You gotta love it. Thank you, Splair, for the email. I'll have to look at that a little bit later. Okay. Welcome all to the show. We start trading in about 10 minutes from now, and we're going to see what this market is made of today. We're going to see if this market wants to start off with a slight dip and then roar higher, because we've been down the last couple of days. What about the shares of Sofi, and what about the shares of NVIDIA? Will NVIDIA march back towards that 900 level? Is that where we could be headed here? What about SoFi? Can SoFi break the 7 level and get back to 750? Confound everyone all over again. Could it do that? We have 143 thumbs ups. They're coming in. I appreciate that, everybody. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the show. We're getting ready to open this market for Wednesday, May the 1st. Do not be surprised if today, tomorrow, a number of announcements are made by a number of corporate entities. There could be quite a number of corporate announcements made going forward this first week of May, because a lot of companies had their quarters ending at the end of April. They didn't want to say anything until the beginning of the next quarterly period, or they were not going to release any information until May regarding whatever they're going to talk about. It could run the gamut. There could be merger announcements made in the next few days. There could be takeover announcements made that are welcome or not welcome. There could be surprise earnings announcements. There could be all kinds of stuff coming up. And I'm not predicting any particular company or any particular announcement. It can be running the whole gamut of the market. But I will tell you that there's a ton of money out there looking to park somewhere. It's looking to go somewhere to maximize its return. And the type of dough we're talking about is about $8 trillion, easily $8 trillion of cash out there looking for a home, safe place to hang out. We'll see how this all plays out. The Dow only down 38 now, 0.1% lower. This is a nothing burger. S&P down 11 points, 1/5 of a point. NASDAQ down 1/3 of a percentage point, down 65 points. Oil, $80.49, $80.49. West Texas down 144. Down go the markets. By the way, you've noticed and you've read and heard about articles and you've heard about stories, maybe through friends and relatives, the so-called push of bosses trying to get office workers back to the office. Companies want to get workers back to the office. I'm hearing just as many cancellations of that policy, where companies are going, we tried to get them to come back. We were looking to force people to come back to work. We had a rebellion. We've got a rebellion here. We got people who did come back and are not happy about it. And they're not afraid to mention it. They used to be afraid of their bosses. They're not afraid of their bosses anymore. Not in every single case. I mean, this is not like every single example, but many examples of employees rebelling about having to come back to work, to the office, and a number of reversals, a number of adjustments, a number of concessions. Quite interesting what's been happening in the last little while there. We'll see how that plays. All right. Thank you all. Yes. Let's see. Malaga, beautiful. And any opinion on SMCI yesterday? Not really. I don't follow the stock intimately. Alberto, Uncle Bruce, Sofi is a prize fighter that keeps getting hit but gets back up. Sofi will win the heavyweight championship hopefully sooner rather than later. Splair in Spain, according to Road Nomad, there will be a solar eclipse. JR, well, I've never been to Spain, but I've been to Oklahoma. Writing those put spreads on Microsoft is a must. Alberta, we expect to be out here for a minimum of a month, so we'll be checking all of Spain out. Splair, and you're welcome. Thought it's a funny occasion that what you did with those sunglasses this morning, Splair. All right, Savage of Wall Street, Birdie, you going to Spain? Nice. I recommended Barcelona, of course. I'll recommend that. Madrid, if you go to either, let me know. I have places I can recommend. SoFi is holding 670, and that is encouraging. 672 right now, folks. We are 5 minutes away from opening one. Way to go, Alberto. Our next is Lisbon, Barcelona, then Italy to finish up. Alberto, Splair, absolutely. It was a fun time this morning. Welcome all this morning to my show, to this channel. Great to have you with us. We're down just 33 on the Dow. This is a nothing burger. We could well be up in the first 10 minutes of our day here. We're down only 10 on the S&P. 10. This is nothing. NASDAQ down 62. Alrighty, so let's get ready to rumble here. 5 minutes away to start this ball rolling, and let's see what we've got going. Congratulations to all of you out there who are enjoying the fruits of your labor. You have written credit spreads on a bunch of different stocks. You followed our advice here by staying well away from the markets. Well done. If we have an update today, your spreads are going to be even further away from the markets, which is what you want. And you're going to see shrinkage significant. Those of you who have options expiring, of course, this Friday, next Friday, the Friday after that, you are beginning to see daily shrinkage kick in now because the time factor is just wiping people out. The gamblers are getting slaughtered. Cindy B, SoFi theme song. I get down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. That's right. That's right. Alberta loves that. Thanks, Cindy. That's a tune that's now stuck in my head now. Thanks. That song was a top hit on the radio when Jen and I and Jen Jr. moved to the Cayman Islands in 1998. That was a top hit at that era, and it was on the air all the time. I remember that song. And boy, I'm amazed when I say we moved to the Cayman Islands in 1998, 26 years ago, a quarter of a century ago. I can't believe it's been that long. Oh my God. I wasn't 20 years old when we did that. I was 40, what was I, 43, 42? My goodness. Wow. Has the world changed? Oh, yeah. Indeed, it has. Unbelievable. Anyway, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Welcome. SoFi thumping, says BZ. SoFi, we're at 673 now on SoFi shares, down a nickel a share. Let's take a look one more time at the pre-market list here of favorites. Unchanged on Rocket Lab right now, down a nickel only on SoFi. Down 3 on GameStop. Matterport down a penny. 23andMe up 2/3 of a penny. Now over at Smart Rent, down 9 cents. Apple is down 53 cents, fractional. Goldman is up $1.11. It's gone green. Cisco down 27. Tesla down 173. It's now 180, 155. ARC is down 29 cents. ARC Innovations. Microsoft is up 353 a share here. Pfizer up 73 cents, 2.8% higher at 26.35. HPQ down 6 cents. Alphabet up 153. Amazon up 669, 3.7% on Amazon. Nvidia down 12.55 at 851 range, down 1.4%. We got Unity down a dime. We have AI down 18 cents. We're opening in 2 minutes. Adobe up 4 cents. We got Netflix down 310 now. IBM down 37 cents. Meta down 168. Vanik Semiconductors is off 250. Home Depot down 190. Enphase is up 8. Palantir trying to come higher here, only down 2 cents at 21.95. It looks like it's about to go green there. Uber down 18 cents. Nothing burger. And Coinbase down 409. Welcome all to the party. Welcome all to the show. Welcome all to the channel today. Thank you again for helping out with thumbs ups today. We have annihilated the 100 level before the show even starts, before the markets open. We're now at 158. We need 42 more thumbs ups to hit 200. If you can find the thumbs up button, let her rip. Help us out. Thank you. Chumbawamba. Wow, Depeche. Chumbawamba. Is that the name of the group that did that song? I don't remember. Man, Cindy B, Uncle Bruce, a Matterport. Is Matterport a signed deal? I feel so good in my position right now. You can pretty well take us to the bank. It can only get better. It won't get worse. And Matterport stock will slowly inch higher into the 5 neighborhood, and maybe even 525. The closer we get to closing out the deal, and it's just about a done deal. We're hitting the bells here. Larry Titus, thank you, my friend. Thank you. Welcome one and all to the show. Welcome all here to this channel and this YouTuber. Matterport this morning, 459, down a penny, and I can see it inching to the 525 level about a week from now, week and a half from now, easily. And then moving up closer to 550, because this deal at least is a 550 deal. I don't see any other bidder coming in on it, and it's a friendly merger, so it'll go smoothly, I'm sure. Shareholders will be asked to vote on it, and away we go. Depeche says, yes, that's the name of the group, Chumbawamba, whatever they were called. Richard Carlin, one-hit wonder, says Depeche. One-hit wonder. Well, sure, the song sure sounded like a one-hit wonder, didn't it? Right on, kids. We're up 155 on the Dow. We were down 20-30 about 5 minutes ago. We're actually ahead on the actual opening on the Dow Jones. ME up a half a penny. Nvidia is at 853 a share here, down $11. SoFi 667 is the initial quote, but I think we'll see how this plays out in a couple more minutes. 2.6 million so far on SoFi. Give that a couple more minutes to see what it's really doing. GameStop is actually up a couple of cents. Rocket Lab down 3. AI down 3. A Super Micro Computer down $100 a share. I don't have an opinion on this stock. I don't follow it like I follow other companies. The volatility is a factor, no question about it. I don't know what to make of its future. Where is it really headed? Where isn't it heading? I don't know. They're pushing up their full year revenue forecast on strong AI demand, and the stock's down $100 a share. So talk about the market expecting, I don't know what the market is expecting. No matter what these companies say, in some cases, it's just not good enough. And that means there's an investor problem, not a company problem. It's a shareholder problem. And that's what this stock has. And this is what's been happening to SoFi lately, a shareholder problem. Not the shareholders here. We don't have a problem with the stock, the company. We love the company. But the overall market, there's a shareholder problem, which is working itself out. Here we go on SoFi now. As I suspected, after a couple minutes, you'll get through these initial sales and posted sell orders, buy orders. We're at 679, up a penny on SoFi right now. 679 a share on SoFi. GameStop up a penny. Rocket Lab up almost a penny. Matterport up a penny now. The Dow up 60.5 points on the initial 2-minute, 3-minute reaction. 679 on Sofi. Looks like it wants to go to 680. NVIDIA, 852, 853, getting sucked a little lower because of Super Micro. Micro may stay down 100, may not. It might recover and only lose 10 or 15 bucks. I don't know. It's a wild market, kids. Luca in the house, 163 thumbs ups. Greetings from Italy. Labor Day today, meaning 3 days off as it carries over until Friday. Nice going, pal. Juan, Uncle Bruce, where do I ring the bells using my iPhone? I see them on my laptop, but not on the phone. You're asking the wrong guy. Savage of Wall Street, if SoFi doesn't hold 670, it's going to break down and we're going into the fives. Hold. I don't share that sentiment. I think the stock is in good shape. Oversold, so it has every opportunity to take a pop. But we have our opinions. It's okay.
That was easy.
There you go. NVIDIA, 846 right now, under pressure, down $17, 846.41 on NVIDIA. The markets themselves, the Dow is now up 124 points. We got a 124-point gain on the market for the Dow. That is 0.3%. Third, S&P down 4.8, NASDAQ down 34. So the Dow is leading the markets higher, and you can thank Amazon for that. I think that's who you have to thank here. SoFi 677, by the way, down a penny. Let me take a look here. Apple is down 70 cents. We've got Google up 57, Moderna up 110, Cisco up 2 cents, Pfizer up 64. That's another reason the Dow's up. Microsoft up 135. That's another reason the Dow is up. Amazon up 381. There's a reason why the market is higher on the Dow. Goldman up $2. That's another reason. JP Morgan up 36 cents. Disney up 35. So we have some gains here on some of the big Dow component stocks. So there you go. We're up 103, 104 on the Dow at the moment. Alrighty, everybody. Welcome all. Savage of Wall Street is going on to say here, SoFi has a swing trader problem. Too many of them. Institutions also want more, but as cheap as possible. We also want more institutions to own it, though, so quite a quagmire. 50% would be good. I just don't see the drop. Stocks go up when you expect them to go down, and we're at 684 right now. We're up 6 cents on SoFi right now. You can speculate all you want, but at the end of the day, this company is on fire corporately. On fire. A good fire. They're growing dramatically. The stock, you can only mess with it for a while, and then the gig is up. And this might have been it as of yesterday and today. We might have hit the end of the line for the shorters to grind it. But again, I'm only a guy in front of a computer saying, hey, I'm doing the best I can with what I got. We got 4.6 million volume. If that isn't a sign right there that we're going to go higher. Why do I say that? 2 days ago, when the earnings came out on Monday, in the first 6 to 10 minutes, we had 25 million go through. In the first half hour, we had 50 million shares of selling volume coming. Like we had sellers showing up from 8:30 pre-market, under 8, and then down into the 7s. We're at 4.6 million now after 7 minutes. There is no stock coming in for sale all of a sudden. It just stopped. It's stopped. 688. It's up 9 cents. There's nothing for sale here anymore. The only selling that was coming in were shorters, dropping it further. That really was it. Those are the aggressive sellers, day traders and shorters trying to rush it lower to then scoop it back up. They've done that. They've been there. They've done it. They're finished. Now there's nothing for sale. Now we're at 687, 688 a share. At the moment, maybe there's another run-up coming. Interesting stuff. Stephen Butler, we had a power outage. Power is restored. Number 170 on the like button. Thank you, my friend. Splair made 400% canopy gain, another 10%. Now I turned 16 to 300 in total. Way to go, Splair. Juan, I had to buy 1,000 more shares of SoFi after hours yesterday. It's cheap. Proud owner of 25,000 shares. Finally, rock and roll, buddy. Parker Ivy, on the yearly chart, it took from November to December for SoFi to hit 10 from the 680s. Just patience, everybody. Savage, SoFi is definitely on fire, laughing out loud. People are leaving it because it's a dumpster fire. Laugh out loud. Unless you're in the what is it, top 8 people at SoFi speculation, all we have, Uncle Bruce, got to stop fanboying it. Well, sorry, I'm too much of a fan to say that, to believe that. Juan, thank you, Uncle Bruce, and thank you, everyone else. There you go, 686 a share, up 8 on SoFi, 5.4 million volume. Where's the selling? There's no selling here. Not happening. The Dow up 81, S&P down 5, NASDAQ down 8, and the oil down 137. There's the story, everybody. Fun times. 848 on NVIDIA. The low of the session on NVIDIA here was 841. We had a spike down, and now we're back up $7 from the low. Still down 1540 on NVIDIA right at the moment. Now 850 a share. So we've had a $9 recovery on NVIDIA stock, okay? That super micro computer stock, it got down to 734. It's now 749, and I don't recommend any of you get anywhere near this stuff. It's much too scary. It's a 40-something billion dollar market cap company, not a $2 trillion market cap company. You really want to stay the hell away here, but the gamblers are the gamblers. I can't help you there. If you're a gambler, you're a gambler, and you'll pay the price or reap the rewards if you can afford it. Anyway, Matterport down a penny, ME unchanged, Nvidia down $15, SoFi up 7, GameStop down 7, Rocket Lab up a half a penny. Welcome, Savage of Wall Street saying, I want SoFi to do well. But we have to be honest about it, Uncle Bruce. No stock is special. You taught us to write and write, not fear the upside. SoFi is not special. The selling already happened, down 20%. There you are. Well, there is a way you can write options on SoFi if you wish. And if you believe that you believe in the stock and you like the company long term and you want to have more shares, there's a way to do this. You can literally write options on your SoFi stock if you wish. The trick of it is that you would need to write contracts that are out till January 2026. And one of the ways to take advantage of this market, I'm just going to pop up my option chain so I can kind of tell you what I see this morning. Here we are. One way to take advantage of this, in theory, is if you can write $5 option contracts on your SoFi stock, in the money contracts, you would be given about $335 to $340 a share. Maybe you can get $345 a share. For every 2 options you can write, so if you have 200 shares, you can write 2 contracts. That would bring you enough money to buy another 100 shares of SoFi. And you could then write another option against that 100 shares. So if you've got 1,000 shares, you could write 10 calls, bring in about $3,400 or $3,500, something like that. Buy 500 more shares and write 5 more $5 contracts against them. That would allow you to probably buy another 200 shares, which means you could write another 2 contracts. So you'd go from 1,000 to 1,700 shares without even blinking. If you've got 10,000 shares of SoFi, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 shares, you can write contracts again for the $5 mark for Jan 16, 26, and then you could probably, with rollovers and rewrites, write contracts by stock, write contracts by stock, you can probably double your position. So you can go from 10,000 shares to almost 20,000 shares. Now, you're vulnerable for a takeout. Your contracts are in the money at $5 each. But if you were taken out at $5 each with 20,000 shares, you'd get paid $100,000. Right now, you have 10,000 shares worth approximately $68,000. In this scenario, you'd have 20,000 shares with contracts written against them, and you'd be taken out at $5 a share, which would give you $100,000. You'd be up $32,000 on your deal. You would just turn around if you were taken out and buy back the stock at whatever it's trading at, And if you could pick up, say, 15,000 shares on the return, you could then write 150 contracts, buy 7,500 more shares, write 75 contracts, buy another 3,700 shares, write 37 contracts. You would probably go from 15,000 almost to 30,000 shares with a $5 strike price. And at 30,000 shares, and you got taken out there, you're getting 150 grand. At the beginning of the whole deal, you started with $68,000 in stock. If enough of my viewers were to do that over the course of a week or two, it could well be that so many shares are picked up at $6.80, $6.90, $7 that the shares would dry up down here. But I can't guarantee it. There aren't 25 million shares in this market on this channel. But if 500,000 shares were turned into this strategy, and you guys needed to buy an additional 500,000 shares, you'd be buying up the stock at 685, 690 a share. It's a 690 right now. It's up 12 cents. Alberto Juan, 250 covered calls. What's your average? Juan, Alberto, I've been writing on SoFi for over 3 years. Hence the number of shares I've compounded. I don't fear the upside. I write because I was taught right via my Uncle Bruce. Savage, I love you, Uncle B. We just have a difference of opinion, and that's okay. I already wrote options, 150 of them. I wrote them for $9 strikes. I took in 55, 65 cents. Giddy up. Spare, yeehaw, I made another $20. Now it's for sure enough, taking 320 for a while now to SoFi or Paramount before I cash out near 350 and swipe it into my options money. It's great to see Splair making dough. Splair a year ago, 2 years ago, was dealing with $100, $150. Now he's dealing with 300, 400. It's growing. Splair is going to be one of the more successful option writers down the road. It's only a matter of capitalization. 720 average finally since I bought a few at 9. Deep value. Savage, I'd be more bullish than where they short SoFi down here. Splair. In the meantime, my roll Tilray calls are doing good again, and after leaving with an additional $100 here, Alberto Juan, I'd be selling 250 covered calls, strike at 8. Vilbus, as long as SoFi, the company, keeps doing what they're doing, the share price will come along eventually. It's clear the stock faces an uphill climb as a disruptor. Juan, you are right. I've been thinking about it, but I thought we were going to have to pop up on earnings. Savage of Wall Street took some of that dough and bought more SoFi, and bought some AI and Unity covered calls yesterday. I would absolutely never write covered calls for under what I bought the shares for. My average 671, so take me out. I can roll. Deep value. Uncle Bruce option is Uncle Bruce is the epitome of financial library. Thank you, Uncle B. Thank you, Deep Value, for being a member for 32 months. This is awesome. Stephen, Brexit was a huge mistake for Great Britain. Isolationism is a bad idea in the modern world. SoFi will come back. They continue to improve their balance sheet and grow stronger than ever. Alberto, Juan, we take definitives over potentials. The hardest part of this is patience, and bigger than that is acceptance. Accept the fact that you made $200 definitive over a potential run of 500. Juan, Uncle Bruce, tell us to be patient on the covered calls. And at that low $8 price. Savage of Wall Street, Splair is the true meaning of starting from the bottom. If he doesn't show you that the classes make a difference, then nothing will. It starts with class number 1, kids. And Splair is an example of that. Well, it was $60 yesterday, and I cashed out 100 earlier without any clue, but otherwise on my calls, I'm looking now further for a Paramount next to my GameStop for holding. Charlie, come on, SoFi. We're tired of having to suspend our Ferrari orders. $6.91 on your SoFi now. JR, SoFi approaching $7 again. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The high of the day on SoFi, $6.94, volume 8 million. There's nothing for sale here. Where's the stock? Where's 30 million shares? Where's the wall? Where's all this selling? Where are all these people bailing out? Where are they coming from? Where are they? Why aren't they jumping off buildings? Wall Street's concerned. Wall Street is worried. The headline said so yesterday. Why isn't this stock going down? I don't understand. There's more buyers than sellers today. Unthinkable, unbelievable. Dow up 13 points. Matterport's down. ME is down. Nvidia is down. Why isn't SoFi down? What's going on? And GameStop is lower. What's happening here? Maybe we're oversold. AI is up 12 cents, by the way, kids. Super Micro. 108 is the dip now. $750 share, $16 from the low of the day of 734, sitting at 750. Will Supermicro recover as the day wears on? I don't know. We'll see. All right, welcome everybody. Uber's up. Who else is higher here? Google is higher. Moderna is higher. Pfizer, Microsoft, Amazon is up $6. Boeing, Meta are higher. Meta's up $1.30. Ooh, maybe we're reaching a low on Meta as well. Maybe we're oversold there too. Interesting. Meta posting huge profits. Stock dropped $70 a share. Unbelievable. I don't know. We'll see. It's so much fun here. Let's go. Sofi approaching 7. Yes, RB. What time does Powell speak? Amy says 2 p.m. Eastern. Alberto, get the classes, folks. My writing is all based from Uncle Bruce. You can definitely make $30,000 a month here. RB thumbs. Savage of Wall Street. Come on, Sofi. Go back to 750. Go to 8, 9. I can roll my 9s and 10s and 12s. Don't mind. Let's go. Splair. In that case, you're right then again that I'm dealing with hundreds instead of some nickels and dimes are still needed until they're. Splair, you're doing great. You just keep up the good work, buddy. You're doing great. Real, Wall Street is worried about Powell speaking this afternoon. That's true. RB, 182 thumbs up, Bruce. Susan Shops, it seems it may take a while for SoFi, and with institutions not coming in till it's at least $10, why not write cover calls at 9, get assigned, then write cash secured puts, aka wheel it for the next few months. RB, thumbs up to 200. Let's go. Savage of Wall Street. To be fair, everything always goes up on the mornings that Rugman is going to speak, and then he speaks, and then the sell-off begins. Alberto, Susan Shops, exactly my method. You get the daily bingo. Luca, Uncle Bruce, what's with this SEC filing by GameStop? What is with that? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Does anyone know what the GameStop filing is all about? Anyone want to speculate what the heck is going on there? Let's take a look if I can find it. Right here, SEC filings. Click. I don't have a filing. I had a filing on the 4th, on the 30th, which was a proxy statement. That is the year-end annual meeting filing. That is the alert about the annual meeting, and they have to do the filing. That will be pages and pages long, I'm sure. Shareholder meeting June 13th, 2024. And they're looking for to elect 5 directors and provide an advisory non-binding vote on the compensation of our named executive officers, ratify our audit committee's appointment of Deloitte and Touche as our accounting firm, to consider and vote stockholder proposals described in this proxy statement, and transact other business. So that's the story. I don't know what that shareholder thing is all about. So if any of you want to dig into this and let me know, you guys go ahead. Depeche, Uncle Bruce, when you do the 18th class, maybe you could offer a package for classes 1 to 18. Oh man, goodness. You get a little ahead of yourself here. Splair, so in 4 hours, Powell speaks. Yeah, something like that. Cindy, SoFi is having a run. $6.99 a share on SoFi. Alex, Luca, it's announcing their annual meeting 13th of June, I believe. Tom, someone is trying to get seats on the board. GameStop says vote against number 4 on proxy votes. Cindy B, SoFi touched $7. There you go, 701. SoFi, 701 right now, up as high as 702 right now. 10 million volume. Still only 10 million. 2 days ago, we were approaching 50 million shares right now, 2 days ago, and we were dropping. Yesterday, we were at 20-something million shares. Now we're at 10 million, and we're 703. We're up 25 cents a share on your SoFi kids. And like I said, those of you who write these $5 contracts, you're probably now able to get 350 to 360 a contract. Still lets you double the number of shares you have. So those of you who got 10,000 shares, you can buy 10,000 shares on margin and write 200 contracts at 360 or so, and that's 72 grand pays for the entire 10,000. And if you get taken out, you'll get taken out for $100,000. You were at 70,000 when you did the deal. You could make that little deal. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm just saying. Interesting, isn't it? there's opportunities. You could sell the stock, just get out, and then write $7 cash secured puts, good for 2026, and just take that money. You could play that game. $7 cash secured puts, Jan 2026, would get you probably 210, maybe 220. Um, that's 30% on your money for Jan 26 against your $7 stock. If you don't believe in it, you can take 30%, grab that $21,000 and write credit spreads with that money. You could easily do 10 Nvidias at a time with that. There'd be opportunities to make money there too. Just saying. Those of you who are wondering, can I still do anything if SoFi's just around $7? Is there anything I can do? Yeah, there's a lot you can do. The question is, do you want to do it? $6.99, $7 a share. ME has gone green, 1/5 of a penny, but it's gone green. The Dow is up still 14. Make that maybe 27 points. S&P down 10 and the Nasdaq down 2. So the markets are trying to turn green right now. Blue chip U.S. stocks are edging upward ahead of the Fed decision today. That's a headline. We're up 24 on the Dow, down 10 on S&P, down 4 on Nasdaq. Oil down $1.08 at 80.85. All right. Good stuff. So what's going to happen here? Some stocks are up, some stocks are down. Where are we at here? That's the question. AI is up 28 cents. We're on Uber up 74. Apple up a dime. It's gone green. It has turned green. Google up $1. Moderna up 65. Pfizer up $1.03 now, 26.65. 4% gain almost. Microsoft up 287. We've turned green on Microsoft since this morning. What else is going on? HPQ only down 16 cents, by the way. Amazon up 640 to 181.41, recovering all of yesterday's losses. We're up 145 on Boeing. Meta up $1. These are the greenies at the moment. There's some green stocks out there. Okay. Welcome to the party, pal. Nice to have you with us this morning. The Dow still holding a 2-point gain. SoFi 696, having touched a high of 704. 704 was the high trade this morning on SoFi. Some shorters are got to be a little upset right now because this is a quick 20% turnaround. Why is it going up 20 cents? We're shorting the hell out of it. Why is it going up 20 cents? Isn't that interesting? 11.2 million traded. Nothing incredible, but there's no one selling this stock to stop it. This pattern continues. We'll go to 725 in no time. This keeps going. I'm just saying, how long is it going to take for everyone to turn bullish again? Alex asks, if we run to 750, it'll be a rocket ship. Emojis all around. Riel, I'm buying Matterport at 450 now for a $1 gain sometime in the future. Better than getting 5% interest at the bank. You buy Matterport down here, you will make at least $1 a share. Yeah, you'll get the equivalent of $5.50 for your money, no question. Whether you can sell it for almost $4.50 or $5.50 on the market, or whether you sell it at $5.40 and take a quick 90 cents, or you wait till the end and you get your $2.75 cash and you get your equivalent number of shares of the company that's buying them out. That's a $2.75 deal, and there's your $5.50. So easy money. If you bought 10,000 Matterport right now for $45,800, you're going to get $55,000. You're going to get that. So to buy 100,000 Matterport for $458,000, you will get $550,000. Definitely, without question, you're going to get that. You want a guarantee? There's a guarantee. You can buy the stock for $458 and you'll get $550 for it. And yet it's $458 on the market. It's just, there are times where Wall Street ignores a sure thing. It absolutely ignores it. I can't explain why. I can't help you. I'm JR. Uncle Bruce, did you move back to Canada? No, I'm still here in Palm Desert, California. I'm just in another location in the house. I have had to shift locales here for a day or two inside the house. We have guests here. Swear, I just bought SoFi on X2. That dip is an invitation. Actually, another $10 higher, doubling my little investment from yesterday. Probably well done there, Square. 693 on Sofi. Matterport 458.5. Guaranteed 550. You're going to make. It's going to turn into 550 a share. You buy it here. You wait long enough, you'll get 550. Will it take a month, 2 months, 3 months? Do you care? If you can make 90 cents profit on a 450 investment, that is 20% return in 3 months. 20% in 3 months of your time. That's like making 60% a year. No, 80% a year. Do you care? 458 is where Matterpoint is. And yet, that's where it is. Cindy, CVS took a big dump. JR, I get it. Auntie Jen threw you out of the bedroom. That's what happened. See, you were in that one bedroom and then she dumped you, and now you're here and you're homeless now. You're single and you're available. She's dumped you, and any woman out there now can take a shot at it. Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened. Sure, yeah, okay, all right. Where should I? How should I find a date? How does a single guy, 68 years old, find a gal to go out with? What do? Do you create a YouTube channel and announce it? Do I go to one of these apps looking for? Should I look for like a 40-year-old woman instead? Should I go for something younger, or should I ask for 80-year-olds, a little more stable? You help me out. You guys let me know what I think I should be doing. Don't tell me to go to Grindr. I know what Grindr is. Don't be telling me to go to Grindr. Okay. Oh, you kids. 694 on Sofi, up 15 cents. What a morning. What a morning we're having here. Matterport, 459.5. Going to 550 guaranteed. Guaranteed going to 550. Low of the day, 456 on Matterport. That was the low of the day today, 456. I do what I can. 844 on NVIDIA, down 19. A little surprised it's low as it is, but it is what it is. It's where it is. It's doing what it's doing, and nothing I can do about it. We're 839 on NVIDIA. Just dropped again. 839 on NVIDIA right now. Super Micro is 737. The low of the day, 728. It's down $121 a share. And these are companies that are doing well. Go figure. Companies doing well getting shellacked. There are times where corporations can do no right when it comes to their shareholders. Corporately, they do everything right. They do everything correctly. They do everything within perfection. But the stock is far from perfect. And that is the deal. We're dealing with human emotions, greed, and exuberant expectations that have no connection to reality. There you go. Maybe Sofi is in that camp as well. I don't know. Parker Ivy's laughing. Arnobi. So Uncle Bruce, you're a snowbird. Canada's in the summer, Palm Springs in the winter. Is there something wrong with that? Charlie, so Uncle Bruce is saying that 80-year-old women are finally stable. So it does eventually happen. Sheesh. Well, I was thinking, if I find like an 80-year-old who's got a lot of money, I could be the trophy husband. You see, I'm the 68-year-old trophy boyfriend, and I got the 80-year-old lady. Maybe I can outlive her. But the problem with outliving women is that they can live to 110. I'd have to be 98 before I outlive my hot girlfriend, who's now 80. I don't know if that works that way. I'm not sure if that's going to work. I'm not so sure about that. Okay, enough of that. The Dow is up 30, 31. It would appear. I'm thinking that's what it is. I'm trying to follow this market right now. NVIDIA down to 839 now, 841, 842 right now. 21 to 26 point gain on the Dow. S&P down 14, make it 13 now. NASDAQ down 22. No, NASDAQ down 16 points. We're jumping all over the place here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just a guy in front of a computer saying, "Hey, doing the best I can with what I got." Trying to keep it in plain English, everybody. $6.94 on Sofi. It's up 16 cents. It got up to 7.04 today. Already 7.04 today. Marry for money, and you'll earn every penny. There you go, says no faith required. Thank you. Oh, my. You just wait. Who was mentioning this now? JR, you're in big trouble because when Auntie Jen comes out here, I'm going to tell her what you said. She's going to be all over you. There you go. I don't know. What can I say? Welcome all to the party today. Nice to have you here. Thanks again for your support of this YouTuber. For those of you who have joined this channel as members lately, boy, I want to thank you. Those of you upgrading into gold level status, way to go, guys. We have 196 thumbs ups today. Thank you very much for that. I think it might be time to honor and show respect to the power of this market, the force behind this stock market that no other channels seem to understand here. There's a force out there that you must acknowledge and you must respect by putting up some emojis from time to time to let them know and make them aware of the fact that you respect how powerful and all-knowing they really are. And here we go. They're coming across right now. They're coming across the screen like crazy if you haven't seen it already. A whole bunch of neat emojis to honor the Knights of Neat. Absolutely. Anyway, there you go. Giddy up, everybody. Savage of Wall Street, there is nothing more bullish of a stock than writing puts. I wrote 5 SoFi $7 cash secret puts for 165, and it's just free money at this point. Already up nicely on it. This is what we do, my friends. JR, I met my wife, Mrs. JR, on Zoosk for seniors. It was amazing how many ladies were showing off their hardware and were not seniors. Oh my goodness, a DH. Neat. Parker Ivy is here. Charlie, SoFi's pattern seems to be to climb on Tuesday and Wednesday and then pull back on Friday. Seems to have followed that pattern for a while now. Corinne is here. Richard Carlin is here. Stuart is here. Wood Artisan is here. How you doing there, man? Jay Gill is here. Savage Wall Street. I also made blackberry jam from scratch yesterday, all while making some chicken nuggets for the kiddos and doing a Costco run as a house husband. That's my number one duty right there, dude. Wood Artisan. Anyone playing Neo? I got in at 375 and it's rising nicely. I'm up to 5 today on this thing. Comical name. Are there any scenarios you see that could cause one to lose on the Matterport trade at 459 with a guaranteed 550 incoming? Those are good questions. Juan, Luca, RB, Splair, all over the place. Scenarios. Well, with a takeover offer in the bin, I don't think so. Flint Creek Blackberry Jam is my favorite. Tom Kaufman is in the house. Parker Ivy, assign me on my cash security puts for SoFi expiring Friday. Please assign me. Congratulations. $6.94, $6.95 on SoFi right now. Dow's up 60. Matterport, $4.60. You know, you combine the Matterport and you're going to get $275 cash guaranteed, and then you're going to get $275 of stock, which is guaranteed plus or minus 10% of the stock's price. So the shares, what's the name of the company that's buying them? I've forgotten already. I'm so scatterbrained here. Let me double check here. CoStar. Well, CoStar stock was an $82 stock or something like that when they announced the deal. Matterport shareholders are going to get $2.75 of CoStar stock, no matter what the price of CoStar is. If it's 82 to 91 or 82 down to 74, so from 74 to $91, you're getting $2.75 of CoStar stock. So even if it fluctuates, you're covered. You're getting $5.50. There you have it. The worry used to be in the old days, where a company would say, "Well, we'll give you $2.50 cash and we'll give you $2.50 in stock," and the stock you're getting is falling out of bed. And then people were going, oh God, the paper is dropping that I'm going to get. I'm not even getting 250 anymore. I'm only getting 225. This isn't any good. That's not happening here. You have a 10% cushion on the stock price on this stock. So there you have it. In the old days, what you would do, what institutions would do, is if you had 1,000,000 shares of a company and that company was being taken over, and half of that 1,000,000 shares would be cash paid to you and the other half would be paper, you would go to the stock that you're going to get. You would buy puts on that stock to protect against a down dip. And then that way, if the stock went up, you got more than you were going to get. But if the stock went down, the loss you would have on the swap would be offset by the gain you make on the put contract that you're buying for the premium you have to pay, though. And sometimes what would happen is a company would say, yeah, we're going to get about 100,000 shares or 20,000 shares of this company. Let's buy 50,000 puts, 50,000 worth of puts, double the number of shares we're going to get. So if the shares do drop 5%, we'll make more money on the put trade than we're losing on the conversion. We win anyway. They used to do that. Now with these protections kicked in, it's not so volatile anymore. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, you hide all the knives at home. Wait for the hockey game for Auntie Jen and the Voila Yoko on the speaker, and all 80 and 90 hotties will come running. Auntie Jen would have your head, but you can you can roll over, can't you? Marcus, meet Parker. CoStar, that's the name of that company, Bruce. Dude, been busy running calls this morning. Brought in an easy $500 on way out of the money calls. Splitter, thought shortly about Neo, the game, horrifying hard gameplay, never passed the first mission boss. Comical name. Thanks for the great explanation, Uncle Bruce. You're welcome. We're up 50 points on the Dow. Matterport is down a penny at 459. You can buy it and get 550 for it. Yeah, probably in the next 60, 90 days. Not a bad return on that amount of time. 50 cents on ME, almost 50 and a half. We're up about a fifth of a penny. NVIDIA down $29, $8.34 a share, roughly. This is probably the low of the day range, isn't it? 8.33, 8.32. Yeah. There's a point where NVIDIA is a bargain. I don't know what that point is. SoFi 690 up 12. GameStop down 20. Rocket Lab unchanged. We've got AI up 12 cents. The super micro computer down 137 to 721. Low of the day, 721. It's at the low of the day. There you go. Spire down a penny. Adobe down 143. Uber up 12. Apple up 30. Tesla down 250. Enphase down 95 cents. Netflix down 270. AMD, Advanced Micro, down 10.60 a share. Smart Rent up 3.5. ATIP up about a penny. Unity down a dime. Google is up $2. Moderna up 13. Cisco up 12 cents. Pfizer up 84. Microsoft up 236 right now. IBM down 143. HPQ down 30. Owens Corning down 79 cents. Amazon down Amazon up $4 at 179. It's backed off a bit though. Amazon got up to 182. It's now 179. It's trading at 61 times earnings as of last report. I'm not sure if that's accurate though. Home Depot down $4. Vanex Semiconductors down $4.98. Goldman up a quarter. Boeing up 98. Meta up $4. Target down $2.80. JP Morgan up 22 cents. Costco down $4.30 a share. Walmart down 38 cents. Disney down 32 cents. American Airlines down 12. AMC down 6. DraftKings down a dime. Royal Caribbean down $4.82. There you go, guys. Welcome to the party. It's 10:12 Eastern now. 7:12 here where I am in the West. And the Dow is up 53 points at this point in time. And NVIDIA is sitting at 832 a share, 831.30 actually at the moment. That's what we got. We're at 460 on Matterport, and SoFi 692 with a 704 high so far today. SoFi volume 15 million. in 42 minutes. Not even yesterday's volume, certainly not day before yesterday. Day before yesterday, right now we are at 60 million. So we're one quarter, not even one quarter of the volume from 2 days ago, and we're up on the morning. Now at 692-ish, 12 cents away from the high of the day on Sofi. Interesting. All right, everyone. Welcome to the party, guys. Nice to see you here. Welcome, everyone. We're up 40 on the Dow, down 19 on S&P, down 64 on Nasdaq. All right. All right. Oil down 50 cents a barrel at 81.43. Recovering a little bit, isn't it? It sure is. All right. What's going on? Marcus says, Uncle Bruce, I wrote some Matterport Jan 26, $5.50 calls at 29 cents. What happens to these calls when the deal goes through? The options are worthless. You keep all 29 cents. That's what I think is going to happen. White Feather bought back my NVIDIA put spreads for about a $400 profit. I'll write again tomorrow after the market reacts to Mr. Powell. Okay, interesting stuff. NVIDIA 833 with a low of 830 so far today on NVIDIA. 691 on Sofi, 459.5 on Matterport. So you can write calls for 29 cents each, or you could just buy the stock at 459, 460, fold your arms and take the 550. If the shares naturally trade up to 540, 545, you might decide, I'll take that trade and give up the nickel and run. You might do that. It's totally up to you. Lorraine, Bruce, here's a donation for you, $20 donation super chat. Lorraine, did you know that today you are the single largest super chatter that this channel has? No one on PayPal has made a donation close to this today. As a matter of fact, no one has made a donation on PayPal. Thank you, Lorraine, for that. Jennifer and I thank you. A little bit of Costco money. We could probably buy an apple pie. Thank you. Thanks to you. I appreciate that. Thank you to all of you out there who occasionally will send a little donation our way for the hard work we give you. We appreciate it. I love it when you guys get richer. It just helps out. There you go. Marcus, I'm buying the Matterport stock and I'm writing January 26, 29 cents against them. That's a double hit. You'll get the 29 cents and you'll get the 550. That's pretty smart. That's 90 plus 29. That's $1.19 to you. Marcus, 550 calls, that is. Yeah, 550 calls. Dude, $10 donation. I'll add to that pie jar for you. That pie tip jar. Well, thank you very much. That lets us get an apple pie, 2 hot dogs, and a chocolate sundae. Right there, at least that much. I mean, there's more than that, I think. But thank you, those of you out there helping out with the Costco Apple Pie Fund and the Costco Hot Dog Fund. Now we need. We're going to need to buy 2 dozen eggs at Costco, and we need to buy, cream for the coffee, and we need to buy grapes and bananas. What else do we get over there? Oh, I need to buy some more bagels at Costco. I have to buy kind of my last dozen bagels before we go up north. So thank you for helping out. You guys are tremendous. All right, Spirit. Okay, I'm going to head out, catch up with my family here. It's 4:15 in Germany, Labor Day. Have a good day to everybody, Spirit. Way to go, pal. Have a great day. Nothing healthy, chocolate pie and hot dogs. I can't find a chocolate cream pie at Costco. They have what they call chocolate peanut butter pie, which that's not going to work for me. No. Thank you, dude. Bagels, there you go. Splair, here's a €3 donation to you. Just wishing you all a good day. That's definitely hot dog money. There's no doubt about that. Splair's definitely putting in the hot dog money. So Splair's doing the hot dogs. Dude is covering the bagels. Lorraine is definitely covering the apple pie, and there's a little left over, I'm sure. I thank you all for helping out, keeping us. You're keeping us fed. I won't thin out on you. Now we have company here, so we might need some help. You're on camera.
Am I?
On the reflection back there.
Oh,
not now. Your profile camera, so you have to stay right there. No, my head has to stay right here.
Oh.
There. If I move my head, you're on camera.
Oh.
How you doing, Auntie Jen?
Sorry, you can't move.
There you go. See?
I am. I'm like dead in the water.
Oh,
I need to be plugged in.
Let's plug in your phone.
No, wait a minute. I've been plugging in over here.
All right, plugging in over there. Wherever you need to plug it in.
Except I don't have the right.
Okay, now you're on camera again. And now you're off camera. Auntie Jen got caught on camera. We have donations coming in here. Lorraine has made a $20 donation. Dude has made a $10 donation. Splair has popped in €3. Beach Boy throwing in 30 shekels.
May Day. Happy May Day.
Happy May Day, Splair. Beach Boy, 30 shekels. Lorraine and Dude and Face forced me, Uncle Bruce, lemon pie for the pile dancers. Auntie Jen rules. Thank you, Beach Boy. Flint Creek, good morning, Auntie Jen. Stuart is here. Good morning, Auntie Jen. Yeah, we're bringing in some Costco money here. We've been. Well, no, the back. You're the back of you is not on camera. Yeah, you're.
I'll come over. So now you're.
Now, okay, I got you.
Sorry, I do need you to plug.
You need me to do it. Okay. Plug in your dead phone.
I couldn't tell what time it was.
Yes,
because I use
your phone is dead. We have to get new phones soon. Auntie Jen's phone now dies overnight. She's fully charged in the evening, and she wakes up at 60%.
Yeah.
She goes to bed at 50%, wakes up, her phone is dead.
Yeah.
We got battery problems now. And these phones are admittedly 4 years now, 5 years. It's been a while. So,
I'm a little alive there.
We're just, it's time to get some new phones. So these donations that you're making are going to help us with that too.
Let me see
Dude is saying Beach Boy wants you deep in pie. Splair, I was hoping to cover some jelly for a bagel. Ah, yes. Bobby saw this on the internet yesterday. Chocolate cake equals goth lasagna. Splair, good morning, Auntie Jen, and to you, a good day too. Thanks, Splair. Bobby Atkinson, put a blanket over the mirror after hours. Uncle Bruce.
That's right.
Splair, second time, by the way, caught on camera. Thank you, Auntie Jen. Bobby, that's a mirror. Parker Ivy, good morning, Auntie Jen from Parker Ivy. Thank you all.
We'll make you turn around.
For being around here. Nice to see you all.
You can see my elbow.
Fun times. Yeah, there it is. There's the elbow. The famous elbow.
Yeah, the famous elbow. So famous.
Lorraine, I just signed on at 10:15. I don't have any idea what's going on. Did you relocate, Uncle Bruce? What is with the darn sunglasses here? Well, this morning I went on the air and I had.
You had shades on?
I had shades on.
Future's so bright.
As a matter of fact, you can see right here, Splair kindly sent me a photo of what I looked like this morning. The future is so bright. For my viewers, I was able to do that.
Wear shades.
The guy does what he can. Sorry, let's see if this works here. Let's see if I can do that. Yeah, this should work right here.
I don't know what you're trying.
And then we'll go right there, and then we'll go right there, and we'll go over to here. If I can get to it quick enough, there it is. And then we'll do that, and we'll do that. This is what I looked like this morning on the Gold Bagel Show. Things are so bright that I was wearing shades. So people are wondering what was happening this morning. My viewers will get rich thanks to lessons instead of buy this advice. There you go. Absolutely.
That's right.
Good times. Absolutely good times. There you go, kids.
That's right. Give a man a fish, teach a man to fish.
That's right. Thank you, Lorraine, for joining us. Savage of Wall Street. I'm trying to buy back some AI-covered calls, which I rolled 3 times already, and strike out to 37.50. I want to buy back for the premium of the last rollover, 175. They're over 40 right now. and expire in 2026. I got time. Okay.
Yeah.
Beach Boy, Auntie Jen should start her own channel, Caught on Cam with Auntie Jen. Slayer, I recommend Sony phones, 5 years, and it's taking a half a day of full usage until it's needed to recharge. Flint Creek, if tomato plants were dollars, I would be rich sorting plants and trading. Okay, right
there
on.
you go.
Right on.
Going through the tomatoes.
If my aunt had wheels, she'd be a bike. There's some other wise words that have been done.
Well, and today's the 1st of May.
Today's 1st of May.
You used to work with a man,
That's true.
a rather large man,
I used to work with
who
the
would
guy.
come skipping through the office.
What would he say?
Singing, "Hooray, hooray, the 1st of May, outdoor screwing starts today." I had to think of the word I could say.
Yeah, outdoor screwing. And put whatever word in there you want. Outdoor screwing starts
But
today.
This man was a large man.
But he wasn't always large.
He was like 6.5 feet tall.
He was remembering the days that he was 180 pounds. Not that at that time what he was wearing.
Skipping through the office.
One of my favorite people of all time. I miss him
Yeah.
dearly. Yes, those are good. Those are good times. We had some.
I heard you talking chocolate, so I think you manifested me.
Oh, chocolate.
You were talking chocolate.
Well, I was talking about how we can't at Costco. They don't have chocolate pie. They have that peanut butter chocolate something,
which is a sin against nature. Don't put chocolate and peanut butter.
No, not on a pie.
A
A chocolate cream pie would be delicious. It would be wonderful. I think they had one at Christmas time. They had remember we bought that chocolate pie? We bought a couple of them.
Yes.
They were like
Yes.
$20 each, but they were huge. They were like 3 pounds each. They
Yeah.
were massive. You had to dedicate yourself to eat that. We did.
We did.
And it's
We were up
evident.
to the challenge.
It's evident. Oh yeah, we ate. But in any event, these donations have been coming in this morning towards our Costco shopping list.
Oh,
And
there
so
you go.
I was thanking.
Well, that's lovely. Thank you,
Absolutely.
people.
Yeah. So I was thanking.
I'm just going to go close up the house.
You're going to close up the house?
Because it's getting warm outside.
I got you. So yeah, I was thanking
I'll be
Lorraine and
here.
thanking Dude and thanking Splair and thanking Beach Boy for these donations that they were making towards the cause. It was awful kind of them. A little Costco run is being funded through some cash, through some super chats today. Thank you, everyone. All right. Hey, it's Mayday, says JR. Outdoor, what? What? Savage of Wall Street, sorry, the contracts are over $4, not $40. And I would also be so awesome to buy back using the premium I was given last. I don't want to pay for it. Yeah, just a few more months or a desperate soul. Yeah, just wait it out. No. Well, yes. Yeah. Now, no. And it's kind of tricky here. I have to sort of get my head in front of the bottom part of the mirror to save you from being noticed. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, well, there you go. It is what it is. All right. Welcome all to the program. Welcome onto the show. And nice to have you here. We're at 51 on the Dow. And Matterport is at 458.5. There are people buying Matterport today at 458.5, turning around and writing January 2026 550 calls, bringing in 29 cents each. And they're sitting here going, Bruce, I'm going to get 550 for the stock on the takeover. The contracts are going to die worthless on this takeover. So why shouldn't I do this deal? I'm trying to protect Auntie Jen from being seen. And she doesn't mind. Okay, it doesn't matter. In any event, I think it's a great move. I think if you buy the stock for under 460, you're going to make 90 cents on the stock deal, the buyout, and get 29 cents premium on top of that. That's $1.20. You're making $1.20 for a 460 acquisition. Not a bad deal. After this stock is delisted, it merges with the other company, CoStar. The options are dead. They have no value at $5.50 a share. You keep the 29 cents. You keep the you get $5.50 for your stock. You're going to get $5.79 for the deal at $4.59. You're making $1.20 on $4.59. I don't know how much easier it is to make money in this world. If you've got you can come up with $45,900 you're going to turn that into 50, 50s, you do the math, 50 something $1,000, $155,000 plus. Yeah, hello. Nice. Anyway, I do the best I can with what little I have. Thank you all for joining us today, being part of this family today. We're crazy. There's no doubt about that. Thank you all for helping out with our I'll get the word out. Thank you for helping out with regards to thumbs ups. Actually, I'm just doing something at the same time. Don't mind me. I'm trying to figure something out. Thank you for helping with the thumbs ups. We've got a good run going through on that today. Appreciate it. We have exceeded 200. We're at 209 thumbs ups now. Thank you all for that. Okay. Trying to get that done. All right. Got to get off of there. Got to get over to here. Oh my gosh. I got all kinds of tabs running here, so don't mind me. I'm all over the map right now. Thank you, everybody. Congratulations, all of you who are class buyers. You bought classes in the last few weeks. You took advantage of the sale that ended yesterday. Well done. And congratulations to a number of you. A number of you got your hands on 5 classes. There were some who got 10, some who got 15. Others who just said, give me all 17. I'll take the 15 deal and I'll buy 2 more at regular price. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. I am taking your classes. There will be new writers of options now coming in through here, and I'm proud of you guys. Keep up the good work, and well done. All right. Thank you all so very, very much. All right. We're approaching 2 hours today on our show. 250 of you are still with us. I appreciate that. We're at 837 on NVIDIA at the moment. The low of the day on NVIDIA was 830. We bounced about $7 off the lower. It's a $26 drop. We were down 33.34 on NVIDIA. ME is up a penny, 51.3 cents. It's a little move up here in the last few minutes. And we have traded 432,000 shares, and all of a sudden we're at 51.3, 51.5. That's the high of the day. A little spike is evident on ME. 459 on Matterport. Easy money available for you there. Sofi at 692 now, up 13 cents. Looks like it's bouncing for maybe a little pop here. 17 million volume on Sofi. 692 high today, 704. We might go higher yet. GameStop down 23. Rocket Lab is up 3. AI up 11. Over on the Super Micro, down $139 a share to $719. The low of the day, $716. I don't know the low of the day on this stock. $42 billion market cap, and they're off almost 20% today. It's not helping NVIDIA at all. This is not helping NVIDIA, but any turnaround on that stock will likely cause NVIDIA to jump $20 a share instantly. So those of you want to put on a new credit spread, a put credit spread on NVIDIA with the stock now at 638, this is a good time to consider this. Maybe 700s, 680s, 700s, 660s, 680, 680s to 700. Well behind this market. Good move. 660s, 680s, anywhere in there. $10, $20, $30 spread might be the moment to strike. May 17 expiry, short time period. Now is the time to move on NVIDIA. The stock is off $50 in a couple of sessions. So take advantage of the dip and put spreads way back here. Yeah, why not? Watch the shrinkage. Way to go. Happy May Day from the Big M. Welcome, everybody. Thank you very much. NVIDIA, 838.80, now 839. Low of the day, 830 on NVIDIA. We've already had a bit of a recovery here on NVIDIA stock. Okay, just saying. Will it go back to 850, 860? Certainly capable. Will it? I don't know. But it's 839, trying to get to 840 again. And this might be the moment to grab some put credit spreads. Put some put credit spreads on your NVIDIA. well behind this market in the 760, 800 level. That's where you want to be. Really conservative, very careful, with an expiry date of May 17 max. That's what you're looking for right there. All right. I call this easy money. And I tell you, if some of you can pull out $1.50 to $2 spreads on some of these positions, whether they're $20 spreads or 25s or 30s, you can write enough of these at $1.50 each. Get 20 done, 30 done. You're making some money. That's a salary. You're making paycheck money now. Between now and May 17, 16 days from now, you're making paycheck money. Hello. I like this. I like this game. Welcome. There you go. Interesting developments. Never a dull moment. SoFi 692 up 14 cents. Welcome all to the party. And it's great to see you all here. There it is. That's the story. I'm sticking to it. I'll see you folks tonight. If you're a Gold Bagel member, we'll see you at 7 o'clock Eastern this evening, right here from Palm Desert, California. Jen and I wish you all the best out there. Have a great rest of your day. Make some dinero. Take this easy money. Matterport, easy money. We've been talking about this all show here. And NVIDIA, credit spreads, easy money. SoFi 692. You can write $5 calls for January 26th. Easy money. Double your stock position if you want. You could do that however you want to play it. All right, kids, you want a one-on-one, let me know. Send me a private email. Thanks again for picking up classes. Thank you for these cash donations today. That gives us a little bit of Costco money. We love you. Thank you, Richard. Neat emojis. Rock. Have a great rest of your day. And we'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern for the Gold Bagel Member Primetime Show with your buddy, Uncle Bruce. Take care, everybody. We'll see you a little later from Palm Desert, California.